Steve Double.
I'm glad to follow the member from Plymouth, but also to serve credit to the member for South West Devon for securing this debate and his inspiring leadership and the way that he drives us to continue to bang the drum for the Great South West. My constituency, I'm going to take it a few hundred-odd miles further west, if that's okay. My constituency, St Ives, West Cornwall and the Isle of Scilly, and the Duchy of Cornwall more generally, is a brilliant and unique part of the UK, with a thriving culture which contributes much to the UK as a whole. A great success is our tourism industry, which increasingly attracts visitors from across the globe. So many, in fact, that Visit Cornwall decided to turn them away in the summer. We also have made that point through the media. We also have a proud story to tell on supporting and hosting renewable energy platforms and environmental protections. But the fact remains, Mr Owen, that distinct economic challenges exist which holds us back from achieving our potential. Handouts are not needed, but government policy, government support and government investment is needed to create a thriving and prosperous economy, leaving no one behind in Cornwall. I want to use the opportunity today to flag up the moral case for ensuring Cornwall and other parts of the South West receive the adequate and appropriate support and funding from Whitehall. Our gross value added per head is £17,634. It's 35% below the UK average. Wages are 20% lower than the rest of the UK. House prices do not reflect this reduced income and are roughly the same price as the rest of the UK. So you can imagine for a family starting out working on the average age, their chance of getting a home and having a stake in their area is prohibitive. Cornwall and the Isle of Scilly are the only local enterprise partnership area currently classified as less developed in the whole of England. I am grateful for this opportunity to speak in the economic growth in the South West debate, to remind the House that work and effort is needed to change Cornwall's economic development. The Government has made it clear that a shared prosperity fund will replace European funding streams once we have left the EU. In response to this opportunity, I set up a Jobs and Growth Roundtable, bringing together business owners, Cornwall Council, local elected representatives and members of the voluntary sector, and we meet every quarter to focus on how shared prosperity funds could address the problems of low wages and sustained deprivation in West Cornwall, something that European funds have not successfully addressed. I was grateful that the Chief Secretary to the Treasury attended our inaugural Jobs and Growth Roundtable and was clearly engaged in the issues we raised and asked to set out the barriers to growth in West Cornwall that West Cornwall are. In response, there are many barriers in the way of ambitious young people seeking a good career in West Cornwall, resulting in a skills drain with young people moving out of the area to find a career. The college has confirmed that the biggest challenge in West Cornwall is to provide young people with good employment opportunities. The Government must support employment and apprenticeships, and it must stop messing around with FE curricula, which are currently not fit for the purpose for small big companies keen to take on apprenticeships. The Isle of Scilly Steamship Company, a significant employer in the constituency, state that their biggest issue is attracting skilled staff, marine crew and aircraft engineers. Other companies say they have to send staff to other parts of the country to train. Goonhilly Earth Station is having similar problems and has to recruit out of county and find means to attract people to Cornwall. Despite challenges to business rates, this charge is having a crippling effect on our town centres. Public transport is not suitable for getting to and from work, and our road and rail network is no longer able to meet current demand. There has been a historic lack of investment in West Cornwall. Much as will be said about the need for investment in infrastructure, and this is true of the whole of the South West, and the Minister will be acutely aware of the various priorities I have raised repeatedly in this place. In addition to this, we need to absolutely smash this problem of low wages, and we must invest in people. Investment is needed in providing skilled apprenticeships and training schemes to support employment, to support ambition, to support the future of our children and grandchildren. Investment is needed to make Cornwall a more attractive economic hub, with transport infrastructure central to this. There is no denying that Cornwall is a wonderful place to live, with beautiful scenery and the best culture in the land. We must ensure our economy matches the thriving local culture. I was delighted to support the launch of the Great South West initiative last year. Cornwall's future prosperity cannot be addressed in isolation, and Cornwall is an enthusiastic partner of the Great South West initiative, and I echo its calls to promote the South West opportunities, develop share propositions to attract investment and boost productivity, work on areas of common interest, drive opportunities through the work of local leaders, businesses, schools and authorities. I'd like to conclude, Mr Owen, that there is one area that really offers great opportunities, skilled jobs and a sustainable future, and Cornwall has a specific tale to share in this area. This is our response to global warming and the need to care for our environment and leave a planet that is in better shape for our children than as we found it. There is a renewed ambition in Cornwall to reduce harmful emissions and increase renewable energy supplies. Cornwall is working together to set up a clear plan on how this can be delivered by 2030. I'd like the government funding to dramatically improve our fuel-poor homes, which are some of the leakiest in Europe, empower greater development and installation of all forms of renewable energy, and use the latest smart technology when improving the A30. All this to make sure our homes are warmer, cheaper to keep, our air is cleaner, our energy is cheaper, our harmful imprint on the earth is reduced. This is a sure way to create jobs, increase wages, reduce the cost of living and create prosperity. Thank you, Mr Owen.
Yeah.